What is the deals? What is the deals? It's your boy Emilio Gambino. Welcome to Emilio Duran's place where I talk about various things. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. It is May the 13th on this Monday, and the weather outside is raining for where I'm at. But let's get into it. Y'all see the thumbnail. I just wanted to go over my top 7 things that people waste their money on. Um, I really believe they do. And I'm going to articulate it and then we could talk about it. Because that's what I love to do. Talk about things. Right? So, welcome to my show. As you see, I'm in my office and I have my pen here. So, let's talk about it. So, the first thing is going to be impulse buying. Impulse buying. I am guilty of this. I am guilty of this. So, impulse buying is buying, purchasing that is made without planning or budgeting. It is unplanned decision by a consumer to buy a product or service made just before purchase. Impulse buying can be influenced by certain factors such as offers, discounts, or emotions. Impulse buying may buy something that catches their eye or they don't really need. So I am guilty of this. I sometimes do impulse buy when I'm at work. I am always on the computer working, and sometimes I go on my personal computer and I will look up different department stores. And when I see things, especially if it's a good deal or it's on sale, 9 times out of 10, I make a purchase. I don't need it. I have plenty of clothes, plenty of shoes, but I still want it. And I'm guilty of being an impulse buyer. I really am. I really am. So it's good to have a budget so you can allocate funds just for shopping and everything else can be for your bills, your investments. I'm grateful to be in a position where I can buy and pay off cards or pay things off in cash and I'm not affected. So I'm grateful for that. But I am guilty. I am guilty of being an impulse buyer. Okay. That's definitely for me number one. Okay. Number two. Number two will be unused subscriptions. I'm definitely guilty of this. So, unused subscriptions are a common problem. And here are some stats. I'm looking at some stats now. Over 30% of subscriptions are going unused each month, an average of 1.4 paid subscriptions. The monthly average value of unused paid subscriptions is $25.34. 51% of U.S. adults ended with unwanted charges from a subscription or membership. That word is beating me up today. 71% of Americans waste over $50 a month on fees. I am guilty of this as well. I'm retired from the Army. I can go to the gym for free, but I do have a membership at Crunch Fitness, which is about $40 a month, and I probably go to the gym once a month, so it's not worth it. And 24/7 Fitness, which is also $40 a month. Now, those gyms do come in handy because since the gym that I go to is free on a military installation, of course, they're closed on federal holidays. So I can go to the private gyms and they'll be open. That's a good thing. But I am wasting money and it's not good. Also, certain apps that I used to utilize had fees. You would forget about the app, still have it on your phone, or take the app off your phone, but that doesn't mean that you're still not getting charged for that app. So what you need to do is you have to go on that app before you take it off your phone and make sure that you cancel your subscription. I'm definitely guilty of that. Unused subscriptions. Yes. So that's number two for me. All right. So let's get into number three. Number three, y'all, which is late fees. When you don't pay your bills on time, you will have a late fee. So a late fee is a charge imposed on a consumer who fails to pay a bill or return a rented or borrowed item by its due date. A late fee can be a flat amount or percentage of the invoice amount. A late fee must, excuse me, a late fee can increase the debt and affect the consumer's credit history. Okay? So this can happen. This can definitely happen. All right. I don't like late fees. I do not like late fees at all. Um, but you can avoid them by paying your bills on time, and you will have no late fees. Right? Just pay your bills on time. That's number three. So let's get into number four. So, what do we have for four? Ah, this is interesting. I'm just waiting for the information to pop up on the computer. Um, let's see. Okay, so excuse me for the delay. So for this one is dining out. So a lot of people do this. They do not want to stay home and cook their dinner or prepare their breakfast or their lunch. They rather dine out. It's convenient. Someone else is someone else is cooking it for you, and it's already ready. You could just pick it up and eat. As you can see, the economy is changing, so this could get pretty expensive, right? So, reading some of these stats here, information here. Um, so, financial pressures and behavior changes of dining out, right? Accumulated financial pressures, including inflation, have affected dining habits. Families with lower incomes and children are trimming their restaurant spending the most. When feeding a family of four, the rising costs can lead to a sticker shock at the end of the meal. In 2024, inflation remains a dominant factor influencing dining behavior, and the average cost of a meal at a fine dining restaurant increased from $41.18 per person in 2019 to $47.73 in 2023. So, dining out is very expensive now, and depending where you're going to eat, it can cost a lot, especially if you have children. It could be a lot. So it is still cheaper to cook at the house. Let me answer this work phone and I will get back to the show. All right, we back. Had to take a little break. Since I'm here at the office, of course, um, work still calls. Here's my work phone, right? Work still calls. So we have did impulsive buying, unused subscriptions, late fees, and dining out. Okay. So far, this is my list. The next one is going to be the money effects of buying fancy coffee. Now, let me explain this one because people like fancy coffee. So, breakfast time. A lot of people like to go to Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. This has become a ritual. Like people will go there and spend about $10 to $12 every morning for their coffee, cappuccino, latte, a muffin, croissant. So their fancy breakfast. I prefer that. Right? They need it. Right? They need their fancy breakfast. Right? It costs a lot of money, man. Let me see. Kevin O'Leary from the Shark Tank Investor believes that buying coffee every day is a waste of money. He prefers making coffee at home, emphasizing that spending $2.50 on a cup of coffee is unnecessary when it costs only 20 cents to make. There you go. Let me see. David Batch, a wealthy manager and best-selling author, advises against unnecessary expenses. Skipping a $5 latte can lead to a significant saving. For instance, if you invested the money you spent on Starbucks over a year, with compound interest, it could grow effectively. In 10 years, it could become 4,551. 20 years, 8,000. 30 years, 17,000. Hey, man. It's coffee. One person disagreed. Ramit Sethi, a self-made millionaire, disagrees. He argues that cutting small expenses won't necessarily lead to wealth. For example, eliminating avocado toast won't make you a millionaire. He emphasizes that growth comes from strategic investing, not penny pinching. Kind of agree with that, but I don't buy coffee, but what I do buy is energy drinks because I need the caffeine to get me going. So I guess that is kind of like coffee because I like to have one every day, right? So I guess so. It's interesting. It's interesting. So that's number 5, right? So let's go to 6. Number 6 for me is gambling. Now, people do waste a lot of money on gambling, right? I like to gamble. I'll play lotto. I'll play bingo. I'll even bet on some games. But I'm real responsible. So here's the financial impact of gambling. It says chasing losses. Okay, many gamblers fall into the trap of chasing their losses, trying to recover money they've lost by continuing to gamble. And we know most of the time that is not going to work out the best. Gambling can lead to job loss, misused educational opportunities, and strained relationships. Some individuals rely on others for help with money problems stemming from gambling. And if you have a problem, you need to seek professional help because gambling is addictive. So I don't have a problem with gambling. I do gamble, games, lottery, bingo. So I have partaked in gambling before. So that's number 6. So the last one is kind of redundant, but I already talked about it. But I'm gonna talk about it again, and it's unused gym memberships. And according to a study, 67% of gym memberships go completely unused. Now, it says completely unused. I use mine, maybe not to the point that I'm supposed to use it. What I mean by that is I'm not using it every day, but I am wasting money. So, let's see. That's my top 7. I think I covered everything. There might be some stuff I'm missing. I can't think of it right now. But if I am, y'all shoot me a text. Let me know in the chat or on my phone. And I'll create another one list. And just let me know. I appreciate y'all being patient with me. I'm here in the office. So, of course, when the work phone rings, I answer the phone. I got to break away from my show, and I just appreciate y'all being patient with me. And I also use this opportunity to learn and how to articulate myself better, talking in front of a camera, and using correct words and verbiage to explain and articulate myself accordingly to the people. I want people to do this on their own channel, or even it's in school or just at the house. Just practice talking because it will help in the future. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. It's Monday. God bless. Be good.